What's up guys, Cash back again, and today we're talking about the two new heroes that were teased to be in early development late last month, and we'll go over when they could arrive, who they may be, and how they could affect the game's narrative, so let's jump into it. One of the most requested things for this game is for more unique heroes who play completely different from anyone found in the game currently, and understandably so, because if given the choice between something unique and original versus a carbon copy of something else, most players will absolutely choose unique and original, which is why I partnered with AIM, not that AIM, but AIM controllers, who offer custom-made PlayStation and Xbox controllers with a lifetime warranty on modified parts and a 30-day build time with a 5-day speedy AIM build time on PlayStation controllers exclusively, meaning you can get your custom designed PlayStation controller in under a week. And if you use code CASUALAvenger, you can get 10% off your purchase, so don't hesitate to take advantage and get your very own AIM controller. Now, the day that Jane Foster was released, lead designer Brian Wagner took time out to answer player questions about the future of the game and upcoming heroes, and in one of those responses, he teased that there's a lot to be excited about with the next hero currently in development, and that he was wrapping up paper designs for the next two heroes. And again, for anyone unfamiliar with the term paper designs, it's an outline for how the hero will be designed and how they'll play in game. So these new heroes are in the earliest stages of development, and someone asked Brian about how long it takes to develop a hero from paper designs to completion, to which Brian responded 4 to 6 months depending on different things. So with that in mind, we now have a timetable of when we can begin to expect one of these new heroes to arrive if all goes according to plan. So for the sake of argument, we'll say the new heroes were in the paper design stage at the start of July, which would mean theoretically these new heroes would be complete by the end of this year or early next year, depending on delays or anything like that. Another key takeaway from Brian's comment is the fact that he's currently designing two heroes simultaneously, which at face value sounds extremely impressive, but given what we know of the game and how they've approached new heroes, I think it's safe to say they try to play it safe where they can and don't seek out overly challenging things to tackle, and designing two unique heroes at the same time will have to be pretty challenging while also leading the design team, writing blogs, and participating in dev streams, to name a few responsibilities. So that leads me to believe that these two heroes would have to be somewhat similar to each other to make something like this feasible for one designer. And with that in mind, I think these new heroes will arrive in the game just like Kate and Clint, who are both similar to each other but different enough to offer unique gameplay, and they also release back to back with both of their stories being intertwined. And I have two pairs of heroes in mind and justifications for how either pair could work, and why whichever duo they choose to go with, it will be a win for the game and the players. But just for clarity, this is purely speculation, and there is currently nothing pointing directly at either of these heroes coming to the game. Now, the first pair of heroes I think these two could be is Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, and my reasoning is simply because they currently have the highest demand of almost any hero outside of Captain Marvel. And Brian and the dev team are well aware of this and have stated several times that they would love to bring both of them to the game in the future. And I believe with the new shift in how they plan to approach storytelling in the game, that opens the door to introduce new heroes who offer a side adventure from the main storyline, similar to what we got in the War for Wakanda. There have been teases of a magical disturbance brewing in the Avengers universe, and that would be the perfect side story to introduce two magical powerhouses like Strange and Wanda. And the best part is, because they're focusing on telling smaller stories, they could squeeze them both in ahead of introducing the Kree invasion storyline if they wanted to. Because they both deal with magic, I could see them having similar functionality gameplay wise while also offering unique gameplay experiences for the players because they have two different styles of magic. So I can definitely see them both being designed at the same time and releasing one ahead of the other. The other pair of heroes I believe they could be is AntMan and the Wasp, another duo that has unique abilities but are different enough to not be direct copies of one another. And due to Marvel changing up the release schedules for their upcoming films, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is coming this February, and with these heroes being in the early stages of development now, that puts them on schedule to have at least one of them complete by the start of next year, with the second hero possibly coming a month or two later. Marvel Games has shown that they are looking to have Avengers synergize more with what's going on in the MCU recently, with Jane Foster arriving ahead of Thor: Love and Thunder, as well as Thor having a brand new MCU tie-in skin the day the movie released. So I can see them putting things in motion for Ant-Man or Wasp to be available ahead of the movie, and I honestly believe this will ultimately be the direction they choose to go if either of these pair are to make it into the game. Strange and Wanda have hype and player demand on their side, but Ant-Man and the Wasp have the power of the MCU brand synergy in their favor. But as I said, this is all very early speculation, but I can see either of these scenarios coming to reality. Now I want to hear what you guys think down below. Do you think the two heroes in development will be Strange and Wanda or Ant-Man and Wasp? Or do you think they're working on two entirely different heroes? Let me know down below, and make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more Marvel's Avengers content every week. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.